trial that Jones himself described as a Perry Mason moment. The lawyer for the parents of Jesse Lewis, who was killed at Sandy Hook Elementary School, just said in court that Alex Jones' lawyers were sent the contents of Jones' phone by mistake. The lawyer showed Jones his own emails about Sandy Hook. After Jones had testified under oath, he couldn't find any. Lewis's parents are suing Jones for $150 million. Scarlett Lewis testified yesterday Jones had made her life, quote, a living hell. I want to bring in NBC's Ben Collins, who covers disinformation, extremism, and the internet for us. Ben, I mean, this feels like this only happens in movies, not real life. What happened?
Yeah, it's probably too stupid for Law and Order, frankly. Alex Jones's lawyers sent over the contents of his entire phone to the Sandy Hook parents' lawyers 12 days ago by mistake. And as of 2 days ago, he is allowed to use them in evidence. And what happened was, over the last few days, Alex Jones has said some things that are demonstrably false, just not true on the stand. Things about his, specifically about his bankruptcy, about faux bankruptcy, about his financials. Now we know that's not true. In fact, we got for the first time in years, we got a sense of how much InfoWars makes on a day-to-day basis. There are days where they make $800,000 a day. It's $800,000 a day. Think about that. And he is saying that this lawsuit will bankrupt him if $2 million is the settlement. It is a truly wild courtroom moment that I don't think anybody was expecting.
I mean, that's crazy, but then there was also great emotion, right? I think if there was a single moment that captured that in the courtroom, and also, I guess, the conspiratorial mindset of Jones, it had to be when the mother of 6-year-old Jesse Lewis went over to him yesterday. What happened then?
Yeah, so Alex Jones has said he has a torn larynx and has been coughing, I would say, at strategically placed moments all throughout this trial. Scarlett Lewis, whose 6-year-old son Jesse died in Sandy Hook, an event that Jones once said was synthetic and staged, she went over and brought him a bottle of water. Alex Jones went out to shake her hand, but by the end of the conversation, he was telling her that she was being manipulated by lawyers and started screaming at her and another Sandy Hook parent and her lawyers. It was an intense scene. The judge had left the courtroom. They were right next to each other. It was pretty harrowing there for a few minutes.
We only have 30 seconds left, but wasn't there a point at which the judge got so frustrated with Jones lying that he cleared the courtroom?
Yeah, the judge, she's been unbelievably upset with Jones's lying in general, but also his lawyers who have been doing things like chewing gum over the course of the trial, not taking this thing seriously. But really, you can't take it any less seriously than sending over the entire contents of a phone to the other side. That was a truly shocking moment today.
Ben Collins, thank you for your ongoing reporting of this, and people who don't follow you should